when you've run out of ammo for the other weapon.
Yeah. Like, I've no idea what it could be when it's just called Explosion.
I assume with it being a vehicle and all, it doesn't have any like description or anything you can hover over to try and figure out what it is.
Okay, let's see, what are the damage stats for it? Have a look. Okay, capacity 10, damage 126 times 20, which penetrates, and a blast area of 8 meters. But
So it's definitely not self-destruct then?
No, it's got a capacity, so I imagine it's just going to be like a giant explosion that explodes out of the gun.
Like a cluster grenade of explosions, I guess?
Maybe. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Right, I need to throw out my stream up as well.
Sure.
I haven't
I'll
streamed
wait until
for a
you
few
start your
months
stream to give the dramatic reading of the very important story.
Understandable. Like, I haven't streamed at all for like the past few months. And I started again like a couple of days ago. And like, no one's watching me because everyone's forgotten about me. So it's basically starting over again.
You'll be grand. You'll start picking people up again.
I'm streaming. Things are good.
Cool. I didn't realise the View Battle History had like all the sort of interesting things on it. Right, so the alien infantry keeps coming in. That would be the bipedal humanoid aliens, I bet. They split their main force into smaller teams and take over the territories on a greater scale. The alien infantry is also heading towards this area. We've already sent out the attack team. Please go for backup. Wasn't there like a time skip of like 5 months or something, Joe?
There was, and then the humanoid aliens, which looks just like us, arrived.
Yeah.
Which is great, you know.
Not only the aliens, but the monsters are here too!
The monsters aren't attacking the aliens!
Maybe the monsters don't attack those who are larger than them? If we're to attack the monsters, we have to get to a better position. Let's head to the ground.
Why would the monsters attack the aliens, lads? They're all part of the same invading force.
Commence operation. Let's go.
I can fight.
Oh wow, that frog has got some accurate shooting there.
Yeah, they're surprisingly devastating.
So, the monsters can understand orders given by the aliens? Target confirmed.
This means the aliens are using the monsters as their weapon. Must work together to win.
I just realised that all of my weapons I have reload really slowly.
Just make sure everything's dead before you have to reload, so Joe.
Yeah, but it's fine. I should have bought one of the slightly faster reloading ones. And also not miss like I do then.
I love these little stupid combat rolls that the frog guys do. Like they just roll slowly backwards. It's like, yep, that's going to get me out of the way of your bullets.
Attack target confirmed. I can't die. 105mm cannon. Fire.
I've got some hilariously dumb weapons. Particularly on my Ranger at this point. Here's what I mostly play on my own.
That makes sense, like it's a lot easier than trying to play an air raider on your own.
My Rangers just good all round. They've got good guns. And they're great, just killing everything in a variety of ways.
And then, in fairness, we don't have ion cannons, so you know.
I can't wait till I level up enough to bring on a Spitefall again.
How many missions have you completed solo, so?
I'm up to like level 40, I think. 40 now, I think.
Wow. You have really played quite a bit.
But I haven't played as much as I thought it would be. I'm basically doing like a few missions a day.
That's probably the best way to do it, though, to avoid burning out.
Yeah. So I forgot I'm going to bring in my my Nyx Grenadier that has explosion attached to see what it does.
You didn't expect to do such a cool thing as protecting the Earth.
Well, so there is a speed run for this game. It is 8 hours and 22 minutes long. I'm wondering if I could learn to speedrun this game and do like one of the super long RPG spots that are on the events.
Quite
Okay, so
possibly.
I've got... So Explosion is left. Explosion is the giant cannon on the left shoulder, apparently.
Okay.
What's it do? It doesn't fire? Oh, okay. Okay,
Looks
it's a
like it
giant
fires.
explosive shotgun. Yeah.
What's your
Okay,
right
fair
fire?
enough.
Like a machine
Oh,
gun?
that's a grenade launcher. So my controls are weird, hold on.
It's got a decent range. It's kind of weird the way you've got two different lasers for your aiming for the different weapon ranges.
Yeah.
I'd done the training for a guard, not for a soldier.
Apparently this mech is just weird. One of the attack buttons is on L1 and the other's on R2. Whatever.
I still a good few meters away there.
So I'll just lead the way with explosions.
How about a tiny little bit more? Yeah, you go. That's right in the middle of them.
The aliens and monsters are in it together.
Kinda wanna walk up right to something and hit them with explosion. Seems very close
I'd say
range,
that
it seems
the frog guys would be a pretty good target for explosion.
They're carrying weapons. If you don't kill them, you'll be killed.
They're carrying weapons. If you don't kill them, you'll be killed. That's good. It's so good.
It's great. This explosion seems pretty good. It's just a giant ball of explosions. I like they just called it explosion. It's
I mean, it's an accurate name.
Yeah.
To turn Earth into a ranch.
I would just call this explosion.
There are 7 billion human photos
It's
on
pretty
Earth.
good.
The monsters will be well raised.
We did it! Still have work to do. You good? It's those aliens with monsters. There are more. This isn't what I signed up for. There are more than we can manage by ourselves. Quit whining and start shooting. Let's go. Prepare for battle.
I don't suppose you happened to see the giant ball and quick look at this, did you?
No, I didn't.
They're very enthused about it. Like they talk about how it's just great dumb fun.
It is. It's perfect. Like it's such a good series of games. I love them. I'm bloke these buildings with explosions.
Doing as they please.
A good idea. There's lots of advance on them. Or alphas, sorry.
Somebody should tell them. They should be on a leash.
Oh, run
Have
out
they
of
no
bullets.
manners?
Headshot. Got it. Hit it. Next. You're good.
Strike. Attack target confirmed. Target confirmed.
We'll fix you up later. Shoot at the front.
Fun ground forces.
So the Spiteful lady in this is still fantastic. I'm absurdly excited about everything.
Yes, sir. Gotcha. You just love your pets that much.
Carrier generators. Coordinates of them. Target confirmed. Air raiders, I've got the sights.
Oh man, I love this game.
This is a special news flash. The aliens dispatched infantry units to Europe, but the EDF was sent in to engage the enemy and secure the victory.
I just noticed for some reason they're timed grenades, these thing fires.
Those are impacts. Interesting.
I don't know why it'd be timed grenades, whatever, it works.
Ah, you know how it is. You know when you're playing GoldenEye, sometimes you want to have time mines fights instead of proximity mines.
There's a grenade that the ranger can get that he throws, and it takes 60 seconds to detonate, but it does something absurd like 6,000 damage at like level 3. I'll kill this one behind us and then,
There's one guy on top of the building.
yeah.
Take aim. Fire when they get in range.
Yes, sir!
trust yourselves and mission clear. Kill them.
I have to say, it's kind of cool standing underneath that and looking up and just seeing the white trails of all the shells flying through the air.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. I love the game.
Secret of the cave. We've confirmed a cave that could be the monster's nest. We need monsters to move underground. It's the first time ever to witness them working underground. We'll start investigating and commence an operation of annihilation. It's very risky to sneak into the nest. This is crucial for us to clarify the monster ecology. The Vanguard will lead. If the situation allows, a Fallout Force will move in afterwards. Please meet up with the Fallout Forces and wait for further instructions. So you probably don't want airstrikes here, Joe.
No, that's true. I might bring the Ranger then. I can bring a lot of low-level weapons that I haven't tried before. Okay, I definitely want to bring that rocket launcher. No, yeah, that works. I really want to bring my motorbike.
I'm sure there'll be another cave level to bring your motorbike on and try and drive upside down.
True. So bringing a flamethrower I haven't tried out before and a rocket launcher I haven't tried before. This is going to go well.
I'm sure it will.
Alright. It's a flamethrower. It's... yeah. It does flame.
Newbie, Ranger 2 went ahead and is engaged in
Oh, this
combat
rocket launcher's going to be pretty good.
Go join them now.
This is Ranger 2, being attacked by monsters now.
I really like the light on that when the fire kicks in after a second or two.
Yeah.
I'll swap my magazines. The bullets don't come out.
I'll swap my magazines, the bullets don't come out.
That's what I'm waiting for. Yes, sir.
Seems legit.
Guess the napalm grenade launcher seems pretty decent against these guys. At least against the regular guys, anyway.
Yeah, napalm grenade launchers in this game are actually really good. You can get some absurdly good ones later on.
Can't believe they sent a newbie on such a dangerous mission.
Why send us a newbie out of all people?
Don't get carried.
How are we a newbie? We've been fighting for 5 months.
No, remember it was 5 months and then we... oh, Jesus. It was 5 months and then we finally got recruited into it. We were civilian for all that time.
Oh, okay.
Why are there monsters?
So somehow I fired my missile and a corpse came from behind me and just impacted oh, Jesus.
Ready to shoot. Prepare to shoot.
I think it's a
Yeah,
pretty big
corpses
blast
might
radius.
slightly get in the way when it comes to engaging in rocket launcher murder.
Incoming.
Splinter doesn't have the best range. But it's fine.
I like the way that this flame grenade launcher seems to stun lock enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I don't think I have one myself yet.
I have one called a volatile napalm. Seems quite effective. Can't remember the load time or reload time, but I'm sure that'll be improved by getting more of them.
I'll check on your wound later.
So Joe, I'm trying to think of the last time I was really talking to you, apart from on Facebook.
It's no good.
Did I talk to you about the ending of Stonebreaker, or the fact that I finished Stonebreaker?
No, you mentioned you were about to finish it. And
Yes.
then,
I had a lot of difficulty with finishing it, because it turns out that the last boss is just nonsense.
Outside man.
So I had made a deck that did me pretty well throughout the entirety of the game, based around red deck wins. You know, you shoot everything your opponent plays. You can't win if you don't have any units left alive.
Okay, that makes sense.
And for pretty much the entire game, that worked really well. Like, there was actually a couple of kind of like optional fights that would have been really difficult without having a deck built around that. So I already had one good for that. Like, there's some cool fights against things like Leshen and other monsters from The Witcher that you know, like they have like 700 health. It's like, okay, I can deal that much damage.
Yeah, I can.
So for the most part, it worked throughout the entire game until I got to the last boss, who has a gimmick where any time that you destroy one of his units, he replaces it with another one from his 90-card deck.
Wow, okay.
Now, I read his ability that says it has a limit of 10 times per turn. So I thought, okay, if I just make a really efficient deck that has like a ton of ballistas and things to shoot things, I can probably kill 10 units every round and, you know, whittle them down even further that way. But it wasn't every round, Joe. It was every turn. So literally every single card you'd play or he'd play would be a single turn. And then every time you played a card, he could replace 10 more units.
That is absurd.
Yeah. Like in regular Gwent Thronebreaker, like you play... That's a nice rock launcher.
It's pretty sweet, yeah.
Like there's normally about like 14 cards. Like, because you start off with 10, there might be a second round. You might have a couple of things to draw cards and play them.
Yeah,
I killed 39 of his units, Joe. What is up with that corpse's ragdoll?
It's just spazzing out.
Okay,
I made it a bit more.
It's calmed down a little. No, it's still upset. I love how it's just painting the walls purple as well.
Yeah.
Now it's stuck whipping around in a circle, doing barrel rolls. I disappeared.
On my screen, I blew the head off and it's been rolling down here.
Wing divers have headed inside to scout. They should be somewhere nearby.
Yeah, like it was absolutely insane. Like I ended up winning, but only because of the fact that I'd killed so many of his units and hurt the remaining ones badly. I ended up winning by like 4 points, so it was ridiculous. Like the majority of games I played now, they went like 180 to 0 because it destroyed everything on the opponent's board. So yeah, like I got to that final boss and I tried to beat him like 4 times with my standard deck that had got me through the rest of the game, and every time I just got destroyed by him because of his nonsense.
That does sound pretty annoying.
Yeah. Like other than that though, the rest of the game is utterly phenomenal. Like the writing is very good. It's very descriptive because it has to be, because of the fact that there's a lot of stuff that doesn't have animation. Like the whole concept of it being narrated by someone, like, you know, they have to give him a lot to say because it's often the only way they can describe things that are happening. Like, you know, the putrid stench of the caves and stuff like that.
I got you. Yeah.
But thankfully, because of that, like they've done a lot of good writing for it.
Yes,
and the actual story itself,
at some point.
The actual story itself is really good. Like it's something that ties into the Witcher books nicely, because there's a couple of things that happen in it that are being referenced in the past, and yeah, it's just a good thing. There's also a lot of choices you make throughout it that actually have meaningful consequences.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, definitely something to pick up down the line.
I have way too many games right now.
Same.
To even consider buying anything else.
I've been spending money on things I don't have time to play just because of the fact that they're down really cheap. Like I bought Shadow War again, but I haven't played it since it came out last year. That Napalm Launcher isn't as good against spiders. They don't seem to stun off that.
That's true.
Yeah.
I finally installed Assassin's Creed Odyssey with a plan to maybe play it at some point. Like a month and a half later, you know, after buying it, well, over that now.
Well, you know what, Joe? At this point, if you waited another month and a half, like all of the DLC will be out, so you'll be able to play it all in one continuous play.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do now at this point. Because I know that the second piece of story mission thing was released like a couple of days ago actually, because he downloaded it.
Assault team spotted.
So like there's one story mission and there's another story mission.
A new
Yeah, there's the
Species
legacy of the
confirmed.
first wave or the first
It
wave
is
or
the
something,
largest species
and there's something to do with
compared
Atlantis.
Species Alpha and species Beta. It's approximately 70
Yeah, I think
meters long.
that
and it's the
fate of the
largest alien
thing
creature
is like
we have ever
episodic,
seen so far.
so they've released the second episode for it
Because
now.
it is biologically
Yeah.
much more different
And I
from
think it's going to be
species
one more, and then
Alpha
there's like
species
the other
Beta, it
expansion,
might need
whatever
its
that's
own
going to be.
classification. So we will call it Urginus from now
Some
on.
point in the spring, I
Strategy
think.
talks are underway as we speak.
Urginus.
Yeah, Urginus. He's back.
Return to cruise
What do you
mode.
mean back?
You remember Urginus? Well, you'll remember Urginus from 4 when you see it.
I thought that was what are naming the bipedal human aliens.
I've been looking.
Oh no.
I thought you ran away. Yeah.
I can't remember if they named them yet, but I'm pretty sure they're colonizers.
Dark and narrow places.
Can we change the subject?
How do you turn on there's like a thing you follow, isn't there? There's a thing of telling you what way to
You
go.
are brave.
No, that's just for like the tutorial mission
Oh, okay.
that was on.
Want to move on? I don't
But the cave
know.
mission, you basically keep going down and you get lost and you find things. I think it's this way. Although this is the way we came, but I think it leads back down again. Cave missions always kind of suck in the EDF games anyway.
Yeah.
There's some spiders. Sorry, ants.
Perform at full strength here.
Sorry, alphas. There we go. Red alphas.
Got it. Let the flying combat begin. Combat. Prepare for battle. Yes, sir.
More aliens! Aliens! They're making the monsters build a nest!
Wow, that is an impressive amount of gore on the ceiling there.
It's doing. They're definitely breeding monsters underground.
Are you saying that there will be more monsters?
It'll be too late if they reproduce underground. We have to do something about it.
Oh no.
Swap new magazine! Shoot them once they're in range. Let's do it, Doris!
Yes, sir. Take her on. The enemy is outside the range.
Let's try it!
Flying combat. Ready.
Let's start the fight soon.
Prepare to engage!
Plasma power charge. That's great.
Well done.
Let's go.
This rocket launcher is really good at making tons of tiny little giblets that I've never seen before.
We covered more ground than anyone else. The follow-on forces are headed to your location. Move out after rendezvous. Are there other teams here besides us?
Never expected you could make it this far. Impressive.
The enemy is nearby. Yes, sir!
Like, there was no entrance in the cave past those guys. So either how did those guys get past all those bugs without the bugs killing them, or how did the bugs get past those guys without them killing them?
EDF.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So nothing makes sense in the series.
I won't let you die!
Is that thing dead?
No.
It is now.
It's dead now, yes.
We kill them all!
There's a cave leading further inside. We aren't done yet? What will happen next?
Aliens are coming out from inside the cave!
They're calling monsters for aid!
There's an army of monsters.
Attack them once.
Monsters are coming out from the cave.
Ready to shoot.
That's a monster nest!
We'll launch the attack once they get.
Monsters keep coming out inside the cave! There must be a monster nation further ahead!
A monster nation?
Yeah. In this cave, a monster nation.
New enemies confirmed.
Whoa!
Ah.
They're
A spider which we just came out of the ground on top of me.
Yep. Spiders cheat now. They don't need a nest thing to come out.
That's a pretty effective ambush. The radar is not very helpful right now.
It's not.
The cave is rapidly turning into a Splatoon level.
It really is.
So much, comrade.
Keep fighting until we beat down the enemy.
Won't let you die. So much, comrade. My armors.
I'll figure out something.
Pull the trigger! You can stop it! I'll pick you up. Somebody help me!
I didn't expect so many enemies inside.
Yes, sir!
That's what she said.
Were all those monsters born inside the cave? What on earth is up ahead?
I'm aiming at you!
Damn, it's too dangerous to move on. I hate to say this, but we should retreat.
I mean, like, considering how deep we've gotten and how many monsters we've killed, sure we should push on while we have the advantage.
It would make sense.
Let's fight.
Apparently I do have a volatile napalm. So you just upgraded it. Great.
Monsters are spotted and say, please eliminate them with the extermination squads. Moreover, large-scale attacks of mysterious monsters are taking place in surrounding areas, so you won't have sufficient backup. We expect much from the extermination squad. So hang on, if there's a lot of monsters around and we don't have backup, then what's the extermination squad if they're not backup?
I don't know. I think basically we're always a rescue squad and we're always an extermination squad.
Okay.
We're basically the best. We do everything.
In fairness, like, rescue will generally involve quite a lot of extermination.
Exterminate the monsters in this area.
As the newest member of the EDF, we're like doing basically everything.
The monsters are nothing to be afraid of.
If I remember correctly, we were the only people who discovered we could shoot
Fire! Newbie, do your best.
We are professional monster exterminators. But don't let your guard down. You'll be dead if you get hit by the acid.
DE-202 in the air. Please designate targets.
Why am I seeing that you're calling cannon times 6 times?
I think it's because I mashed the button like 6 times on this thing.
Ah. I didn't think you'd have that quick of a cooldown.
Yeah, this one has 6 charges.
What did you say?
DE-202. Target confirmed.
It's like for most of the air raid stuff, instead of a gun, you just use a cannon that reloads in a few seconds.
Request accepted.
I like how it turns the entire area into basically glass, with a really weird shiny reflectiveness. Hey, it's Ergonus!
All those things. Now. Right. Are they still invincible to common bullets?
No, well, to a point. Like they are when they require plot armor until they can be damaged, you know. Like how they used to be.
Don't tell me it will pass through. It's already here.
Like you fire a bullet at it and it makes like a plinking effect rather than a blood effect, and it's immune to damage.
Well, this one's getting blood, so...
You can get expert.
Target confirmed. Ready to shoot. 120mm cannon. Fire.
That's an impressive amount of blood coming
Citizens
from
are
those
in danger.
airstrikes.
You have to stall the enemy before the tanks arrive.
I penetrated the target. Superb.
I've penetrated the target. Tied with EDF version 60.
I remember when I was playing this on my own, it managed to punch me, which kind of made my ragdoll break entirely, and I flew across the entire map. It was great.
I can't tell if my fire is doing anything to it when it's stuck to it. I don't see any plumes of blood, so I don't think it is.
I'm not sure.
This is fighter. Ready for attack.
Enemy spotted. Can't stop shaking. You're wrong.
Can't stop shaking? You're wrong!
202 in the air. Please designate targets.
This guy's at the edge of the level, like.
Yeah.
Oh, don't watch it.
Tanks will arrive momentarily. Hang on.
Looks like one man died.
120mm cannon. Fire.
Am I remembering wrong, or was a thing you could like cut off their tail if you shot it enough? Or am I just thinking of Monster Hunter?
No. That's Monster Hunter.
Okay. I mean, it kind of looks like it belongs to Monster Hunter in fairness.
Yeah.
Oh man. Can you imagine an EDF Monster Hunter crossover?
That'd be amazing.
Understood. Commence attack. Support the infantry and protect the tanks. Fire.
Oh hey, we've got a bunch of tanks to turn up, yay.
DE-202 to air raiders. I'll wait for instruction up here. 120mm cannon.
Are any of the blue bits weaker than the other weak bits?
Infantry, fall back.
I don't think so. I think it's just shoot it basically anywhere. I don't think it's locational damage on anything.
So your pro tip is shoot at the Ergonex until it dies?
Yeah.
DE-202 to air raiders. I'll wait for instruction up here. This is DE-202. Ready to attack anytime.
Please leave it to me.
Why am we building the right?
For attack.
It might have got hit by an airstrike. Some of the buildings actually take time to collapse now, like you can blow away like bottom parts of them, and then they'll slowly collapse. It's kind of a cool effect.
Yes. This just makes me wish... What is even going on there? This just makes me wish for them to use the right faction engine at some point.
Oh yeah. I love the 180mm cannon because it's just a giant green blob that looks like it's from Star Wars, just flying down.
So are we going to be able to kill this thing eventually, or is it just a case of live long enough until you win?
Keep hammering it and live, basically. From what I remember.
How could this creature sustain direct attacks from cannons? Is it invincible?
DE-202. Target confirmed.
Pretty.
Request accepted.
Yeah.
That's a really cool filter effect.
Yeah, this game does really nice things with filters when like big lasers are firing and stuff like that. Pretty awesome.
This is fighter. Ready for attack. DE-202
Well, maybe. Did you get Monster Hunter physically or digitally, Joe?
Physically. I still have it. I just haven't played it for a long time. Maybe I put so much time into it.
You played it a little bit, as I recall, yes. Are you going to be picking up the expansion?
Probably, yeah.
Come here. I'll teach you a lesson.
That's definitely something else we can play together for sure.
But I think like later in the year, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
DE202. Target confirmed.
We did it, we won.
5mm cannon. Fire.
Are you attacked? Shoot.
I can't remember the end shouted out, "Don't die, stay alive." Like, good advice, guy. Good advice.
It's not the worst idea. Mission complete. Good job, guys. Now return to the base along the shore. Safe journey. That's the mission briefing? That can't be the mission briefing.
That's the mission, yeah. We just go home now, we won.
Nice level 70 to be to equip my stuff. Right, sure. This game is so stupid sometimes.
I'm gonna bring this thing.
Like how even though we're playing on normal difficulty, you know, the difficulty they suggest you play through the first time through, like the armor limit is still double what I've got.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy like that.
Let's go back to the base. I'll buy you guys a good meal.
Don't tell us we have to cook it ourselves.
And what's wrong with that?
Please get us the best ingredients. No matter how bad we cook it, it will still be edible.
It's not really buying someone a meal, just buying some ingredients. Like here's a pizza base and some cheese.
That's because you have no idea how to handle it.
Wait! I think I heard something.
Yeah.
Look! There are monsters! The red ones! Monsters are coming out from the sand!
Monsters are
Oh, some red monsters.
This map feels quite familiar, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels a bit like one called Crimson.
Maybe, yeah.
Ready for battle.
Howard exoskeletons! Initiating battle system. Get
I don't know if things will reach yet. Oh, here we go.
DE202. Target confirmed.
There is a swarm of enemies!
They're too fast! It's impossible to run away! All we can do now is fight. Fire at will.
This is
Please reply.
DE202.
We are fighting the red monsters. Requesting support. Strike. I'll make some juicy.
This is Carrier Noble. We bought a new vehicle. Target confirmed.
Hopefully that group's getting rather close.
Yep.
Hit the attack target. Request accepted.
You're good.
Stop eating it.
This is Scout. Red monsters sighted. There are more. We're moving underground.
Just find my beacon at my feet. Whatever.
Danger close, huh?
Yeah.
This is Fighter.
I'm not high enough to be able to use the rocket launcher one I have, which is amazing and terrifying.
A large group of them!
Targets.
They're coming from behind! Let's do
We're
it!
at a disadvantage here. Descend to the shore.
Enemy spotted.
Everyone, head to the shore.
There are so many of them! Looks like a red carpet!
Go down to the shore.
Drop.
We'll hold off the enemy! You all go down to the shore!
I mean, I'm not really sure going to the shore is that good of an idea. Because then you don't have anywhere to run to.
Yeah, you're kind of right there.
Change the cartridge. I'm out of ammo. Ready weapon. Got it. Bring it. This is a great.
I just realised why
Take out all monsters.
this shoulder-mounted explosion is on L1, because this is basically a fencer.
Infantry units hide behind the
And the shoulder-mounted things are on L1 on the fencer.
That makes sense. Does seem to be pretty effective at the current setup, though, with them being a little bit taller than you.
I'm still alive.
There are too many enemies! Their shells are too thick! We can't shoot them dead!
I can't hold it anymore. Don't freak out.
I'll run out of grenades.
Bring it down if we keep on shooting. Keep on firing. It'll eventually get hit.
They got jetpack in that thing as well?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's pretty
It's
great,
rather
yeah.
limited, though. It's basically just a bigger version of the fencer player class, pretty much. Needs max.
Figure it out. Hold on. Reload bullet. Relax. I'll bring you back safe. Yes. We hit it.
I was completely out of ammo.
150mm cannon, fire. DE-202, target confirmed.
Go to hell. Take aim. Fire when they get in range. Yes, sir.
One thing that's way over there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm on top of it.
We're okay. We can manage it somehow.
This is Scout.
Oh, I
Monsters
better get back.
confirmed.
More are still coming. I can fight no more. I'm out of ammo.
This is Carrier.
Damn.
Dropping complete.
It's over. Don't give up. Fight to the end. Regroup. We're fighting back now.
You can get in the, I think that's the empty one. You can go in the other one if you like, because it's got ammos, if you want to try it out.
Ah,
Right
if you don't
trigger
mind.
fires the grenade. Yeah, right trigger is the grenade launcher, left trigger, sorry, the L1 is
Wow,
explosion.
yeah. 50 rounds total was not a huge amount.
Target confirmed.
And then, I don't know what your jump would be. Probably X.
I have it on
I
here,
think
yeah.
it's a default.
Hey guys!
It's pretty great, isn't it?
Yep.
Take this.
The air raid is starting. Stay away.
The turning speed is not the fastest.
It's not, no.
Easier for you now, isn't it? We'll leave the rest to you.
Target confirmed.
You go show them the power of EDF.
Disconnected.
Turn round? Turn round, please.
DE-202 in the air.
The war with the primers is far from over. Although EDF is able to stand against the enemies,
The Ranger
the
gets some
situation is becoming more overwhelming.
exclusive vehicles and way than this you can bring in.
But the situation
I
has
imagine it'd be a while down the way, oh yeah.
It is now a competition of patience.
The interesting thing about it is that,
Persists till the end will win. But there is no need to worry.
oh,
We have prepared a trump card for this kind of situation, namely our 3 submarine carriers. The 3 carriers were immediately dispatched after the war begun, and they are waiting patiently under the sea. As long as we have Siren, Pandora, and Epimetheus at our disposal, we can still put up a fight.
Underwater carriers? Do you mean like underwater nuclear launchers, or
like submarines, I think.
what's a submarine going to do against a flying saucer?
I mean, they're the ones that bring in like some of the airstrikes, like the coastal missiles and whatnot,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of cool. But yeah, like what I was saying, sorry. The Ranger gets some decent vehicles as well. Like it's funny because some of the Ranger ones are earned a lot earlier than the Air Raider ones. So like, it's often good for like a Ranger to drop in a vehicle to let the Air Raider use until they earn other vehicles. Not that I'm that fussed myself because I had a bunch of stuff anyway because I've been playing a bit with it.
I get you then.
But you get a railgun tank, which is kind of cool. And some other
There's
things.
a stupid bug.
Oh yeah, all the way there. It's a bit too far away for explosion to work.
Yeah, my grenade launcher could almost reach it, but I've used all my grenades, so...
But anyway, airstrikes can.
Explosion reached.
The air raid made it in time.
Perfect.
Although we suffered heavy casualties, we saved several survivors.
Just making sure.
Target confirmed. This is fighter bomber DE-202, about to enter the air combat area again.
Oh, I love those.
Oh, I got one of those multiple lock-on devices. Able to lock onto a single enemy multiple times.
Nice. Yeah, they're pretty good with some of the missile launches.
Mm. Oh, level 6, I can now bring on the Blacker tank. And see what that's like.
Oh, awesome.
Leopard guided rocket launcher.
The guided ones aren't so good because, while the missiles are rockets are being guided, it's not reloading, so you can't spam missiles as well.
Right, it's like the Half-Life rocket launcher, so.
Yeah.
The aliens have taken over the industrial area. Many important facilities are gathered here. Losing this area will be devastating to humanity, and we wish to reclaim it without damaging the facilities. While sending in the EDF is the worst idea, then. Since airstrikes and heavy tanks will certainly cause damages, they are excluded from the mission.
Oh, it's this mission. No.
The only choice is to dispatch a few men to launch a surprise attack at night. Given the higher risk, we can only summon the elites. Please join forces units, approach the level of the enemy on the cover night, and please try your best to avoid damaged facilities. I thought we were the noobs, and suddenly we're the elites, huh?
Well, I think we're helping some elite things. I'm going to bring in all my airstrikes anyway.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I still have my tank equipped. It didn't seem to care.
So I don't think you can fail this at all, as far as I know.
Well, Joe, if anyone's going to find out, it's going to be us.
The Spriggan can complete this mission.
Yeah, that's the elite team now, those 3 wing divers.
And take them out at once.
You're going to say, like, where's our team?
Use silent modules. Commence night flight. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't slow us down.
Can't believe they sent a newbie to support the Spriggan.
It's not a mission for a newbie.
Okay, we're going to start this off in style, I think.
Confirm. Entering the combat area. Commencing airstrikes.
Show those monsters what the Spriggans are made of. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Fire. I can't see anything anymore, I just see smoke.
I can't see anything myself. I think I set fire to the oil in my airstrikes. But it's fine. My things are dead. Oh, it's coming over there. It's dead.
It sure is.
Weapon system activate.
Unlock weapon system.
Yeah. System normal. I will take down the enemies.
Target confirmed. Strike.
They let it go. Oh. I blew up the thing it's standing on.
These wing divers are being very vocal.
They always are.
120mm cannon fire. Target confirmed. This is DE-202. Target confirmed.
Prepare for battle.
Yes, sir.
Should have cancelled that.
120mm cannon fire.
Aliens are calling monsters.
Fire. Attack target confirmed.
Oh, the group monsters. Okay, I have this.
Entering the combat area.
The reaction is close.
120mm cannon fire. End of bomber. Air raid.
So it's kind of cool, even though you can't see anything when it's been called in.
Yeah, it's a very neat effect.
This is DE-202.
A little bit closer, Joe.
Oh, that. I think this warning is just here because things are on fire still. Doesn't go on until the fire's out.
Alright, so my Blacker E1 is ready, Joe. How do I call it in?
Yeah. I forget, I think it's X by default. Possibly.
Oh, yep.
Target coordinates confirmed.
Well, actually, no, I think it's like L1 by default or L2, but I think we swap that to jump as well.
Yeah, if we jump on X, because it was just a better button for it.
120mm cannon fire. Container drop. Strike. DE-202. Target confirmed.
Oh, that's fine.
It's the strongest vehicle ever. Region.
It has a 105mm howitzer.
Yes, it's a pretty good tank. I can bring in mine from the in the missile launcher, wasn't it so good?
If nothing else, it's got a pretty big collection radius, which is pretty handy.
Yeah, vehicles do, which is nice.
Turning speed though, Joe. Rotating speed is not the best.
No. Vehicles in this are not great at turning. Yeah, this is the wrong vehicle to bring, I'm not even going to use that.
Confirmed. Entering the combat area.
They're calling monsters for aid. Exterminate the monsters.
End of bombing. Air raider. I'll leave the rest to you.
Let's destroy the target.
Minimal damage to the facilities, Joe. That's definitely what's happening here.
Yep, this is minimal. This is missile launcher is better than there's a bunch of spiders around. Apparently no one wanted to home in at all. They were just locked on and then
How are the other areas looking?
flew away.
The war is getting out of hand, but we are still hanging on. The performance of the 3 submarine carriers have exceeded everyone's expectation.
They are from outer space, after all. It's unlikely they brought submarines with them.
Now they need to take time to set up base. Since the submarine carriers are causing them trouble, we need to take advantage of this opportunity.
I understand. Leave it to us. We will try to weaken their forces.
Well, no shells. And hell. 3/4 of the week ordinary one though, so that's not too bad.
That's good.
Target confirmed.
Prepare for battle. Yes, sir.
120mm cannon fire.
I kind of wish I could turn the audio of the wing divers and stuff down, but still leave the audio of the voiceovers up.
Yeah, okay.
There's only a couple left.
Confirmed. Entering the combat area.
Let's move.
Take this. This is DE-202. Target confirmed. Attack target confirmed.
So, we survived. It's an honor to fight alongside the Spriggan.
Shoot!
Great.
We are looked down upon due to the...
We found a giant building in the city. This construction that rose up overnight could be the alien outpost. We'll send over troops to investigate and destroy the building if possible. Please approach the building as close as you can and launch an attack. Oh, level 7 now.
Oh, we can bring in level 7, that's sweet. I'm going to bring in my rocket gunship that's going to kill everything, including us.
A good plan. I'm going to bring on my grenade launcher UM2. And, what was the other thing? I can bring a prototype S again. Yeah, I'll bring that alongside of the tank.
I'm bringing my bulge laser as well. Howdy.
They really built an outpost. It's larger than a building. How did they do that?
I'm bringing the wrong things.
So they plan to live on Earth.
They even built their own houses.
Drones are defending the base.
Great.
Planes can't approach. The enemy's counter-air system is perfect. We should attack from the ground.
You have a counter-air system?
We have to take out those drones before we can attack the base. Attack the drones!
Okay, let's see if my laser can hit the drones easily.
End of attack. Wait for the next operation.
Artillery attacks! There are batteries around the base.
It's artillery fire from the base!
We can't get close.
They're a bit fast, but still, this works.
Powered exoskeletons, move out. Cover the infantry.
So I'll just sweep my laser around the battlefield, it's fine. It's perfect.
Seems to be working fine.
But nothing I have is good against these flyers. Although they're too fast for the rockets to hit them easily.
I can well them down as
The
well.
enemy outpost is protected by anti-air artillery. We can only approach them from the ground.
Oh, you want to focus on the ground guys, I'll go for the air guys when I see them.
Sure.
This is G2! We're being attacked by the cannons!
This is Fighter, ready for attack.
Currently, there are 5 alien bases around the world. Each of them was dropped from the sky.
I can't believe they can deploy entire bases. Those aliens certainly came prepared.
Which means areas surrounding the base are suppressed.
To attack end.
We are here to protect the city, but I didn't expect this sight. Attack the base!
DE-202 in the air.
Attacking the base is not working!
Reports of our attack on the base was ineffective.
If I go down, they're under your command.
The airstrike didn't seem to work either.
Units, please designate attack targets.
Sounds good.
Launch incoming drones.
Drones are approaching.
There are more drones than
Do we have to destroy it like we do the ships and get underneath the drone launcher?
DE-202 in the air.
Wouldn't be a cakewalk.
No, just keep destroying
Our
drones on this one, I
objective
think.
is to collect intel.
I know, but we can't continue the mission anymore.
Keep the focus on magazine. Yes, sir.
Check if there's any damage.
Cannons are activating.
Critical point is reached.
The large cannons are activating. The armor is broken.
Rockets, fire.
They're firing.
Don't shoot. Too far.
These are plasma cannons. Can't believe they have that kind of technology.
Hold on, buddy.
DE-202 in the...
Incoming fire! Get to cover before it's too late!
We're being attacked by the base.
We're being attacked.
Drones are dispatched from the base!
DE-202.
Drones, incoming. You can't.
Shoot down the drones.
Crap.
Switch to active.
If the drones attack us right now, we'll get wiped out. Don't worry about the base. Take out the drones first.
Designate attack targets.
Attack them once they're in range.
Those plasma shots are getting a bit close to comfort.
Yeah.
We can't take it anymore!
Prepare to fly. Yes, sir.
DE-202 to ground units.
What the hell is that? Are you all right, Captain?
DE-202 to air raiders.
Was that a genocide shot?
Possibly.
This is G4. Confirmed that the giant cannons have been initiated.
Yes, sir.
Run! It's too dangerous here!
The enemy is here. Once they're
Looking at the light show coming off this thing is like being a Daft Punk concert.
Oh, that's great. And some lasers over it. Will help.
Fall back now.
Drones are coming again! Drones! They're hunting us down!
Plasma drive. Full output.
You hurt?
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's got like 3 genocide cannons on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it does seem to have a bit of firepower.
Chase us. The city will suffer heavy casualties.
I've been hit!
Shoot down the drone.
Okay.
Prepare to shoot. Yes, sir.
Rockets, don't let those drones spread out. Shoot down the drones as you fall back.
Target coordinates confirmed. We'll drop from right above.
Crap. Too far.
Ooh.
Rockets, fire.
I swear it.
Ready for next launch. Rockets, fire.
There you go.
I should have brought my naval missile launcher for this one.
Crap. Too far.
Asking for permission to attack.
Let's do it. Don't miss.
Don't break it too easily.
If we don't shoot down
Ho,
all
ho,
of the
ho,
drones,
now I have
they
the
will
machine
cause
gun.
a lot of damage. Shoot down all drones.
If we don't shoot down all of the drones, it will cause massive damage. Shoot down all of the drones. Oh, that's very bad. That was right on top of me.
That was quite close.
That hurt.
Over here. I'm over here.
I have a lot of laser bolts hitting me. I'm not a fan of this.
There are some drones remaining. Shoot them down.
Where is the replacement commander? We need rescue.
They'll be dominating the ground as long as the base exists. We've been outplayed.
Watch you into the mission.
We've
been outplayed. Mission cleared.
Yeah.
Relief assistance equipment. Huh. I wonder what that does. Oh, means that heals more. Right. Mountain of wedges. I wouldn't mind having a mountain of wedges. Lots of monsters are found in the mountain. There are traces of pylons crashing down. Detect those monsters were transmitted by teleportation devices. Send over the investigation team at once. Find the pylons and destroy them. I'm going to have some Jaff cake before we do that.
A good plan.
So now we're part of the investigation team, as well as the rescue team and the extermination team.
A large number of monsters confirmed. Stay alert.
Don't die. Prepare to engage.
Breakfast mode.
Yes, sir.
Sensors detecting enemies.
Pylon sighted. Destroy them!
Destroy the pylons! Let's go!
Fight is starting.
Enemy spot. Pylons confirmed!
Approaching the enemy. Yes, sir.
Contact! Monsters!
I'll show you my technique.
End of chit-chat. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Monsters are coming out.
Oh,
from the
we're the
pylons.
valiant infantry. We're the alpha team with passion and camaraderie.
Your dust!
Remember what I told you? It's only with our sacrifice that mankind can still exist down here in paradise. To defend our dearest mother, we're ready to give up
Lives!
High up in the air, our comrades fight, dashing through the sky now like a million bolts of light. We shall wings wide and fly high, soaring, gliding in the sky.
Now pick up our weapons, off we go. Firing at the flying saucer, shooting down our foe. We
That's kind of a stretch there.
Yeah, that's great. But the song's not as good as ADF 4, but it kind
It's
of
not,
grows
but
on
it's still
me.
pretty good.
Critical point is reached. Activate the cooldown system.
Of course, the question is, Joe, is given that this is the first time we've ever met aliens, how do we already have a song about it?
Reasons. I mean, if you called the Earth Defense Force, then you're probably planning for something in space, I guess.
I guess.
I mean, I would.
DE-202 to air raiders. I'll wait for instruction up here.
Like, what if we were the Earth Defense Force designed to protect the world from zombies, though, Joe?
Request accepted.
Maybe.
Oh, did you get around to trying the one-shot demo? I can't remember if you said that.
Oh,
or
I
not.
did. Yeah, I did. I didn't actually tell you I did, but it's pretty good.
Yep. I am extremely hyped for that game now.
Target confirmed.
Don't bring it too easily.
Did you find yourself spooked at all by it?
Not especially. But like, it was good.
Did you have your headphones on?
No.
There was an option in the option menu to set to 7.1 surround sound. And let me tell you, man, their ambient noise making is pretty darn good.
Critical point is reached. Activate
Ah,
the
fair
cooldown
enough.
system.
Those pylons will be called teleportation anchors. Their weak
What?
spot is the glowing device on the top. If we only attack the top part, we can destroy them with infantry firearms.
Why would you call those a teleportation anchor? What is wrong with the word pylon that you've been using?
Oh, that's not sciencey enough, I guess.
The same scientists that came up with the term, what do they call the teleportation technology? Teleportation.
Yes.
I imagine your explosion is quite effective against the teleportation anchors.
I don't have explosion on this one, sadly. It's just a rocket launcher and a machine gun.
What on earth would you have a rocket launcher and a machine gun for when you could have explosion?
They do more damage.
Ah, well, I suppose. I'm very difficult to believe that like a regular rocket launcher does more damage than the explosive shotgun, but okay.
Actually, maybe that does more, I'm not sure. But it's slightly more precise. Actually, talking about that. Fire out laser.
When you fire that laser, like, it tracks where you're aiming. Can you also just like leave it on a target like that? I guess you can.
Yeah, as long as you don't move the aiming thing, then it will just stick wherever you aimed it last.
Cool.
But this thing's out of bullets.
Seems pretty effective at whittling down those pylons.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh no. Okay, danger close rockets, oh god. Yeah, I'm alive! Actually, that was a mistake.
There's a lot of goodies down here in this gully.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'll gather up, cool.
DE-202 to ground.
Oh, I didn't want to throw that down
Please
there.
designate attack
Oh well.
targets. Target confirmed.
I see your vehicle's called a Nix E2, Joe.
Yeah, the slightly upgraded version of the one I had before.
Okay. Is there a Nix 2B or 9S?
I don't know, but like there was like the version 1, which was the same, but then this is a high level version, you know.
The aliens would be afraid of water. Yeah, it's still possible. Once it rains, they'll all drop dead.
I imagine it might have rained once in the last 5 months, guys.
Detect the enemies. Okay.
No, don't let me fall down. Let's get on the way up here.
Weapon system unlock.
There are aliens guarding the pylons.
Let's go. Aliens seem to be guarding the pylons. Switch to burst mode.
Oh, it's a lot of bad things.
I can't say I've noticed yet, but the game hasn't named those aliens yet, have they? The bipedal ones that look just like us?
No, they haven't named them in the game yet.
I imagine since you've played a little bit further than I have, that you might know what the game calls them.
I don't think they've even named them at that point yet.
Please indicate dropping coordinates of the vehicle.
I'm pretty sure that they're actually called colonizers, but they just don't bother naming them for a really long time for some reason.
Target confirmed.
Colonizer seems like too sensible of a name for EDF, you know.
This is DE-202.
That might be a
Alpha
different name.
computers.
So.
Seems like they still do the thing they did in the last game where they'll shoot you around the neck if it's the closest thing to them.
Beaming complete. Cooling down the cabin. Rockets, fire! DE-202 in the air. Please designate targets. DE-202 in the air. Please designate targets. Take this. This is DE-202. We're flying to cover the ground units again.
Are you going to have these combat this Friday, Joe?
Yes, yeah, definitely, man.
Cool.
How should I thank you?
I got it physically because it's cheaper, but you know, definitely a day one buy for me.
Same.
Plasma power. Leave this one to me. No problem. Reloading ammo. Here's the power to attack.
And the Punisher's out on Friday as well. Man, there's going to be a lot of things to do on Friday.
Yeah, definitely.
Second season of Discovery starts on Friday as well.
I think I'll wait until all of it's come out before I start watching it.
That's fair. Did you do that with season 1?
Yeah. Well, I didn't even watch season 1 like months until after it had been released.
That's fair. Like, I enjoyed season 1. That was pretty good.
Very impressive for a newbie.
I'm trying to shoot the teleportation anchor, and they're just constantly bugs getting in the way of my gunshots, like crawling over the back of my head.
I'll free with lasers if I can find you in the gap, which I can't.
You did, in fact, being with lasers.
Since the alien invasion, the entire world has been engulfed
Fantastic.
in flames. Though there are cases of successful killings of monsters.
Oh boy, I've got nothing to free myself from this guy. Hold on. Except for a rocket. Airstrike. It's going to hurt me more than what the spike's going to do, whatever.
There has not been a concrete policy that fights unemployment.
Keep it together. Thanks to you.
Target confirmed.
Pull the trigger. We can still benefit, right?
Catch them in the sky! Okay!
Did you see that?
Request accepted. This is DE-202.
Oh, I also put a pre-order down for the Division 2 today as well.
Super newbie.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I reckon that'll be pretty good, Joe. Like, the Division 1, they've apparently made a lot better over years.
Yeah. So I imagine that they'll have improved it a lot. Like the series, you know.
Yeah. And like what they did with Rainbow Six Siege over the years as well has also been pretty impressive. So I reckon it'll probably have a good bit of legs. Apparently there's a beta in February if you pre-order.
Ah, fair enough.
Also a beta for Anthem in 2 weeks as well. Or next weekend? Next weekend maybe.
Yeah.
I'd be a lot more interested in trying a beta for Anthem if it wasn't the weekend that Resident Evil 2's out.
I mean, you could probably spare like an hour or so to try it out.
Well, see I could. That's an hour I could be spending playing Resident Evil 2, Joe. You know, it's...
See, I'm too lazy to play betas anyway, so...
You didn't get a chance to try the beta for Dead or Alive, did you?
No, I didn't.
It's fine. It's Dead or Alive, you know, it's...
That's fair.
Like, I think I could point at one thing that's a bit different from the previous game. Is there's like a special button on R1 that does some things like... oh, got bag. Like it's like a kind of super moves kind of things.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. That's why the only thing is different. The alien landing ships are heading to the city. All units near the projected path, please go to the assigned sites. Many city residents are still evacuating. If you come across aliens landing, launch a fight immediately and support the residents to evacuate. Sure.
Save me! Alien landing ship confirmed! Save me!
It's a landing ship!
This is not a... They're trying to drop aliens! Save me!
An alien ship is outside! Please save us! Should we
Joe,
prioritize
I've got a bite. It says it's a free bite. It's not free.
Focus on killing the aliens!
No, it's just the name of its free bike.
It's a bad name for something.
Citizens are still evacuating.
I think my favourite thing about it is that all vehicle call-ins have a chance for the announcer to say something, and one of them is like, "This is the most powerful weapon on the planet" or something. No,
oh yeah,
the bike as well.
I heard that when I called in the last tank. Yeah, this is the strongest vehicle we've ever made.
Ships just entered the combat area. Vehicles on the go. I confirm dropping.
You like a bike, Joe?
Nah, you give it a go, man. You got to try it.
It can't be as bad as the last game's bike, right?
It's definitely better than the last games.
This is Carrier. This is Fighter Bomber DE-10 on the road 2, about to enter the air combat area again.
I fell over.
That'll happen. You get more used to driving
I fell over again.
a distance without falling over.
Is there like a go button?
Yeah, it should be right trigger, I think.
That's true. It's L2 apparently.
Sorry, left trigger, man.
Yeah. Also, it's got fuel, Joe, which is kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, you got machine guns on it as well, so you can shoot.
It's quite easy to wipe out.
Yeah. It's weird because like every vehicle in this game has a different control scheme pretty much. Like some of them will use the right trigger and some of them use the left stick. I haven't figured out why or what causes this.
Well, the machine guns aren't enough to even kill a single humanoid biped, so yeah.
3 landing ships just entered the combat area.
Disappointing.
Yeah, it's not really made for combat. It's made for like going extremely fast and driving through things.
It certainly does that. It certainly goes extremely fast.
It's kind of fun, but not great, you know. Wow.
No time for chit chat. Our opponents are carrying firearms. Not just carrying them, they've opened fire. Aliens with a new type of weapon.
A tank doesn't have a horn. That makes me sad.
We have overcome the barriers of culture, language, and skin color to build the society we have today. Now it is time to overcome the barriers between planets. We have learned from our history that nothing is impossible. How do we resolve the conflicts with our neighbors? Do we use guns and bombs? No. That is not how it should be done. We engage in dialogue. That is the only way to resolve conflicts. This time we can certainly resolve our issues through dialogue as well. Some civilians are trying to negotiate with the aliens.
I wonder how that's working out for them.
Expect dialogues. That's not what we're seeing on the scene.
My tank's on 2 health, so no health. You get lasered while you're lying there with no legs. So burn up my tank. Perfect.
Oh, we won. Okay.
Yeah, that mission ended fast. It's more stuff in night spaces as well.
Bullets can never.
The enemy attacked the city. We defeated them after a fierce battle, but the city was left in ruins. Our troops were worn out, so the garrison had to retreat temporarily. However, the aliens are on the verge of mounting another attack. All units that can fight, head out and engage. I'd say this will probably be my last EDF mission for tonight, Joe.
Alright, mate.
After that, I need to go and try this demon gaze thing. See what it's like.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan.
You got the season pass when you got Shadow of War, didn't you? Because you got the Kick-Ass edition.
Yes, I did.
Did you play the season pass content?
I did, yeah. It's pretty good. Like the second
Would you
one.
say that the Galadriel and other guy content is worth tenner?
Yeah, why not? 10 is pretty good for that. But the second DLC is kind of great and interesting in its way because it's kind of like a roguelike style thing. You know, you can find like permanent upgrades that carry across like multiple playthroughs, and like it's all about timing yourself to get through as fast as possible and stuff like that.
But the other thing is, because you're not playing as Talia, you're just playing as a regular guy. When you die, you're done, aren't you?
So it's
yeah.
only us thinking that we're both humanoids.
They seem to see us as pests. Still, we have to keep trying.
Of course, here's me looking at buying more video games to have to play when I have so many other games to play before another one comes out in 2 days.
Yep.
But yeah, it's down to tenner for the story expansion and the January sale. I think I might pick it up before, you know, it stops being a tenner.
Yeah, I think that's definitely worth 10 quid. Also, I bought Deathcrawler in this outside mission just because I haven't tried one yet.
And the what, man?
You know, Deathcrawler.
Death
a little spider.
Claw.
So, a Deathcrawler.
Oh, Deck Crawler, right. I was wondering, Deck Claw, I was like, what?
Where's my machine gun? Oh, it's on right trigger, okay.
Satellite W1, ready to launch bulge laser.
I know that's stupid to say, but left trigger is a dodge move.
For the combat area again.
Ready to shoot. Yes. Shoot them once they're in range. Okay. Ready weapon. Got it. Too far to shoot.
I've got a level 19 version of one of these, which apparently has a sniper cannon as well, and a heavy shotgun, which sounds kind of
That'd be
bad.
cool to see, like when we get to the end of the game.
Can't stop shaking. That's not true. Definitely. The enemy is around. The battle will soon begin. Sir, yes, sir. I'm counting on you, partner. Definitely. Plan X.
So not no shots over him, that's great, that's good.
So what happened to the idea of us attacking that alien base? Because like we kind of went there and it shot us a while and we walked away. It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's like we went there, realised it was too strong, and just left it alone. It's like, well, it's not going anywhere, let's just leave it alone, you know.
Because also the Urbanex ran away from us and then hasn't been touched upon in like 4 or 5 missions.
Yeah. Equally, that we went against it. It was too strong, but we just leave it alone, you know. There's like other battles to do, other things to fight. I think there's a lot of ammo though. It's kind of great.
Look, the sensors responding. Stay on guard. It's the enemy! The situation is so despairing. We can't possibly win. Yes, sir. Answer the right. Take them down when they get closer. Yes, sir.
Situation is so despairing. We can't possibly win. Yes, sir.
Send in support.
Don't worry, Joe. I got this now.
Reinforcements. Hurry.
Okay.
Arm shot. Got it. Confirm distance with the enemy. Pretty close, but still yes, sir.
It will take time for the rescue teams to arrive. Hold your ground.
I got
oh,
a
you
truck.
got one of those. Yeah.
Apparently you can just sit in the back. You can't shoot from the back, but you can just sit in the back.
Just sit there, yeah. It's fine, yeah.
We're getting a little bit surrounded here with these drones.
We are a bit.
I'll swap my magazine. Yes, sir.
The captain is injured. Armor is broken. Watch out for the enemies in the back. Got it. Reloading ammo. It's finished.
You're good. Watch out.
Sit back. We're hit.
I've been shot.
Check on your wound blade.
We got one.
Don't shoot. Keep your cool. I'll take care of this. You're good. Good. Don't give up.
Bronze laser launch! Target confirmed. Rockets, fire! DE-2.
This fight will go down in history.
This particular one?
Yeah. This very specific fight against this group.
All systems running a check sequence.
Invincible.
You just witnessed and survived from hell, newbie. Come back for some rest.
Witnessed and survived from hell.
Ready for attack.
Yeah. From hell. Blowing up the city to save it. Perfect.
It was alien artillery unit that damaged the Sydney past units. They're equipped with long-range weapons. Yeah, that's something for next time, I think, Joe. For now,
Yeah,
I've had enough EDFing for the time being.
That's all good.
Thanks for joining me.
Cool. This game is great.